Hi everyone, welcome back to Mr. N's Shred Shed. Today's the day we get to get out our guitars, learn a little bit about their parts, and understand how they work. So why don't we get to it? So we have the guitar out on our lap, and I make sure I hold that guitar neck with my left hand. Oftentimes we'll take that bout of the guitar, this little bowed section here, and place it right on your leg here. That's the most comfortable for many people, okay? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the guitar parts here at the top of the guitar, move on down the neck, and then explain what's going on down here in this part of the guitar, in the body of it. First off, let's start with the headstock, which is this entire area right here. This is the area that we have to pay careful attention to keep safe, because the headstock has our tuning pegs, which, as fun as it looks like to move up and down, I would prefer you wait to start trying to tune your own guitar until we go through the tutorial together. So the headstock, the tuning pegs, and then right here, this little white piece across there is called the nut. Moving downward from the headstock, we come to the guitar neck. Now the neck is the rather lengthy piece of wood here that connects to the body. But more importantly, we have what is known as the strings and the fret wires that cross perpendicularly to those strings. We're going to talk a lot more about the fret wires as we continue on, and some of you may even notice that there are little dots marked on your guitars which indicate very often, if not always, the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 12th frets on the guitar. Very important to take note of that. Finally, we come to where all of the noise is coming from. So the mouth of the volcano. We have the sound hole, which is obviously this round area here, that then, as we move on downward, we have what's known as the pick guard, which protects the wood from a guitar pick. So if I strum downward, I'm only going to be scratching any piece of this little plastic as opposed to this nice wood. And that slides down to give us the saddle and the bridge of our guitar strings right down here. Finally, before you get too far, don't forget that sometimes at the base of your guitar, you have what is known as the button. This is really important for those of you who like to find guitar straps and walk around with your guitar. And we might do that later on. All right, so remember, becoming a good guitarist isn't just about reading notes and playing good music. It's about knowing your tools that you're working with. Whether it's from the headstock all the way down to the button, we've got to make sure we know what tools we're working with. So keep practicing those names, please, and I'll see you next time on Mr. N's Shred Shed.